Salutations to the wonderful seekers in the present, seated in front, also to those of the past and future. Gratitudes to you in front for giving this opportunity, divine, golden, and also continuous appreciations and congratulations that holding on to this endeavor consistently. Definitely necessary of invoking the Krupa so that the journey happens smoothly. And remember the 12 Vyaktitvas: Loka Sevaka, Dharma Sthapaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Shanta Yukta, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mokshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka. Then the six sources of blessings: the Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Shakti Tattva, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, and then the great Shastra Gana. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, few more days of Sambandha Bhashya Adhyanam. Today we'll be seeing what references Bhagavan has given from the final authority of our Vedanta Shastra, Vedanta Jnana, called as the Brahma Sutras. All the philosophers, Darshanikas, they gave their darshanas in the Sutra Rupa as well as Vyasa Rupa. Vyasa Rupa is in expanded form, Sutra Rupa is in shortened Sutra Rupa. Like in mathematics, we have those formula. In that, there is a solution for that particular problems. So in the same way, the sutras. There are Nyaya Sutras, the Vaisheshika Sutras, the Sankhya Sutras, the Yoga Sutra, anyway, we are studying. Then Purva Mimamsa Sutra, then Uttara Mimamsa Sutra, called as Brahma Sutra. 555 Sutra. Good number. In four padas, in more than 194 or so adhikaranas. The adhikaranas in Brahma Sutra, then sutras in Patanjali Yoga Darshana appear to be almost around that number of 190, 192. Exactly, I'll tell you one day. And then each of the adhikarana, 2 or 3 or 4 shlokas are taken up, or sutras are taken up for talking, discussing, doing jignasa, doing the mimamsa about one particular aspect of the truth, which is being spoken in the Upanishads. In the Upanishadic sentences, because they are also highly mystical, there are also revelations to the Rishi Muni. Some of the mantras direct meaning but incomplete when you see grammatically the meaning. Brahma Sutras give that completeness of that particular topic of that Upanishad. Some topics of the Upanishad are contradictory. In two Upanishads, two things are said to be contradictory. Like Yen Manasa Namanute, one place it is said, or Yeto Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasasaha. Mind and Vani come back without seeing the self. They can't. Other place it is said, Manasai Vedam Aptavyam. With the mana only, idamaptamyam, self is realized. How come these two contradictions? Brahma Sutra gives the answer. What is the meaning of what? In Taittiriya Upanishad, like Panchakosha Vivek. Hmm. This Ananda said in the Taittiriya Upanishad, is the Brahmananda or the Brahmananda is different. What is difference between them? So that's called as the Anandadikaranam. Like the names are there. In that way, in the Upanishad itself, wherever for the sake of students, more clarity is to be given, Brahma Sutras give. Entire Brahma Sutras, A to Z, are based only on the Upanishads. What is said in Upanishad, how it is true, what is to be added for the correct understanding of it, what is to be deleted or what is to be improved upon. Most importantly, how to sort out the contradictions. Mm. That is Ikshate me loka no sujayiti. What is said there and in other Upanishads. That Ikshatyadhikaranam in those 6 7 sutras. How beautifully Vyasa Bhagavan's writing, and luckily we have Adi Shankara's Bhashya on the Brahma Sutras. No, Samanvayadhikaranam, Anandadhikaranam, Ikshatyadhikaranam, like that, so many 190 adhikaranas are there. वहाँ से quotation, few of the sutras to drive into our understanding about discovering the exclusiveness in our life. Exclusiveness in these two things. One, pursue the Brahma Tattva, the truth, the reality. Second, through the Upanishad alone. Bas. Vedanta Vedya. Upanishad Vedya Brahma. Even about Tirupati Balaji Venkateswara Bhagavan, Vedanta Vedya Nija Vaibhava Bhakta Bhogya is called as Vedanta Vedya. So, these exclusive qualifications that Parabrahman alone has to be pursued for moksha, and that is to be done only through the Upanishad. Of course, the Guru Acharya Parampara, we can't by ourselves study or understand Upanishads by ourselves. नहीं होता हो, चाहिए हमको गाइड करने वाले, नहीं तो कभी नहीं होगा. Good, we will see what is said here today. Before that, our Shanti mantras, our sankalpas will be done. Before that, a 5 minutes discussion. Not much today, we'll precisely only discuss. Common sense thought, which we have just taken up to do everything every day for a few more days. Narayana, today's thought is remember these 6 things, 5 things rather. Like those 5 things is, a person's outer life, more so is a person's spiritual life. Just remember those examples. Only we narrate the examples, that's it. Nothing more to explain in that. One is the play, two are the games out of those 5 things. First game is the game of the snake and ladder. It is called as Paramapada Sopana Patham. Okay. In that, the continuously there is an opportunity of these ladders. There is a problem or what do you call danger of these snakes. One takes higher, the other brings us down. One becomes helpful for us to reach to the goal, other one takes us away from the goal. है ना? One has to continuously play the game. Okay. In all these games, the four main faculties, important things are what? Inevitably. One is called as the luck. Second is called as the blessings. Third is called as our own intelligence. Fourth is called as our effort. Luck, blessings, intelligence, effort. Luck is past, what we have done in the past. लक है तो हो जाता है, कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं होती. For everything there is influence of something past. Luck. It has its own hissa to play. Second is our prayers to the divine. That has its own effect. It can also be its own complete effect without doing anything. बस भगवत कृपा हो जाए तब भी हो जाता है. Third one is we have to have our intelligence. ये सबसे important है जो हमारे हाथ में. We can't afford to be fool in our outer life success and spiritual success. We have to be intelligent. There's no other alternative. Definitely we have to. And that intelligence obviously supported by the intelligent efforts. Based on the intelligence should be those efforts. These four. And in accomplishing all these, to achieve the outer goal successes, whether it's money, whether it is job, whether it is business, whether any of the other things, the powers we want to get, कोई भी आसान से नहीं मिलता in life. To put it in precise words, in life everything is maha bhayankara yuddham. उसमें जीतने के लिए हर कदम उठाना है, दम से लड़ना ही पड़ता है. And in spirituality it is internal. Like these 5 examples. First one is that snake and ladder. Isn't it? Luck भी है उसमें, इंटेलिजेंस में है उसको घुमा के डालने वाला, है ना. There are some people, some snack they have some knack, ये नहीं सीखे, जब भी डालते हो 6 या 5 आ जाता है. Some of them are there, वो बोल के करते हो. We have read all these things, you know. छोटा डब्बा होता है, उसमें वो हेक्सागोनल होता है 6 साइड्स, उसमें 1 2 3 4 5 6 डॉट्स होते. देन वो कहेगा 2 करके डालता है, 2 हो जाता है. 6 करे तो 6 आ जाता है. There's something, you know, what it is, we don't know what they do it. हमने तो देखा बाबा, we played बचपन में, कोई काम धंधा थोड़ी था. So परम पद सोपान पटवत, maximum we try to avoid the downfall snakes. That is what the bhayankara yuddha inside us happens. We have to do so. And maximum we have to struggle to catch hold of the ladder and climb it. Paramapada Sopan Pat. And I told you once, all these snakes are all the Asura Sampadas, Durgunas of Rajotamo, which try to defeat the seeker in us. And all ladders are the Devi Sampadas, the Bhakta Lakshanas, the Gnana Lakshanas, the Sthita Pragna Lakshanas, which help us in evolve. The ladder is. Isn't it? And in our inadvertence, we allow the negative to win over us. And that time we have fallen in our sadhana. It is every moment also. It is every day also. It is throughout life. ये एक हो गया. 4 चीजें भूलना मत. Luck and blessings and intelligence and effort. Anywhere we lag behind, we lose that game. Okay? Second example, again, only examples we talk is the outer life success and also inner spiritual sadhana is like the Second game, the famous one, said to be discovered in India. The chess, the game, है ना, शतरंज के खिलाड़ी. ये भी देखो, इसमें लक भी होता है थोड़ा. But anyway, to come to the field itself is luck, which we have done in the past. Isn't it? Nowadays, our Indians are doing so well in our chess. And that the child prodigies, the three of them, क्या बढ़िया खेल रहे. And then one or two those girls, the champion. This boy, when he was going for that championship, ना, अभी फाइनल चैंपियन से खेलना है उनको. He got the chance. The amount of people praising and then taking the autographs and all, it was really Indians, foreigners taking autographs. It was a sight to be seen. The chess game, you know. We had that grandmasters. Few, one was there who was defeated that great grandmaster who defeated the computer itself. The deep thought was defeated long back, 35 years back. So देखो शतरंज में the opponent, the other side, how every step is a step for further success or the failure, and with so much care, consciousness, one has to play that. Pawns होते सारे, whatever the things are there, है उतने 64 birds, only the 64 things, and those 8 plus 8, 16 are the things that are given to us. दो बिशप होंगे, दो रुक होंगे, दो घोड़े होंगे, एक मंत्री, एक राजा, बस 8. पैदल पैदल कहते हैं हिंदी में. But in that also, what an intelligence required, what a luck required, what is an effort required. It's mind blowing thing that playing chess. बाबा नहीं खेलना, 2-4 दिन खेलोगे ना, दिमाग पूरा उसमें. चेस और ताश, ये दोनों है ना, पूरा जिंदगी खा लेते. I had a fortunate to meet a person who used to play blindfolded chess with 8 people at one time, like an Astavadhani. I think very somewhere it must be, I don't know. Oh, I'm talking about early 80s. 8 लोग बैठेंगे अपना शतरंज रखकर. He's one. He is blindfolded. They only tell the numbers, no? A, G, F, C, T, C. ऐसा नंबर होता है. A, B, C, D, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. तो G1 or 5, 8, like that. The numbers he tells. The other fellow, what step he has put, he will tell them. The fellow who is playing, he only will have to put it. Or somebody on his behalf representing, putting only as he says steps. That शतरंज कितना कंज्यूमिंग होता है. यू आर टोटली इनटू दैट. इन दैट इंटेलिजेंस का काम होता है, बहुत होता है. यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट हाउ द अदर फेलो स्टेप, पहले ही सोचकर लगाना है. बाप रे बाप. आउटर लाइफ सक्सेस आल्सो लाइक दैट, एनी फील्ड यू टेक, नहीं तो हार ही जाएंगे उस खेल में. एंड दिस इनर स्पिरिचुअलिटी तो पूरा इनर शतरंज है, इनर युद्ध है. And there are powers, each one has its own power. The pawn can go one step and to kill it goes cross, and then the bishop will go again cross. The हाथी सीधा जाएगा, the घोड़ा 2.5 step, है ना, 2.5, 2 and 1. And then मंत्री can go this way, that way and all. And राजा 1 step बस चारों तरफ. वजीर जो भी कहते हैं. How you should understand the powers of every one of them. You have to see to it that the king is protected, and then step by step. There is a chance if you take your pawn across to the last one, you get the king power or that whatever wazir. See, the life is like that only, outer, and we are more concerned about inner spiritual life. Not an easy thing. We are seeing it. How our own, the enemies of the Rajoguna, Tamogunas, Enemy is most importantly of our habits. And then inner mental weaknesses in them, non-interestedness in spirituality, disliking for it, feeling heaviness about it, feeling that, I can't do attitude, I don't want it attitude. Each of them are Shatrus in the Adhyatmikata. The postponement wala attitude. एक ही भयंकर शत्रु है भाई, इतने लगाकर शत्रु, हाउ कैन यू मूव अहेड? है ना, just so many pawns are there and other powers. You can't counter all of them easily and go and finish that king, checkmate. शाह, शाह कहते हैं हिंदी में शायद, checkmate. Inside we have to realize them. That's the glory. Spirituality में क्या है ना, we are always in tension, worry, anxieties, in doing this or that, doing this or that. In fact, that's all secondary. The primary is the strengths and weaknesses understanding. The strengths and weaknesses understanding, then planning accordingly. This World Cup cricket match, कल का रात में था semi-final. I watched the whole thing. What a strategy, what a planning to defeat. There are other powerful people, defending champions. Okay, जब they are bowlers, then how to bat. Then when they are batsmen, how to bowl. वो भी एक युद्ध ही है महाराज, बोलो मत. So we should know weaknesses which are going to attack us, demoralize us, how to treat them. We should also know our own strengths, how to utilize them. That alertness is spirituality, that intelligence is spirituality, that hard work is spirituality. Luck and blessings are there because we are in the path. More blessings we need. ये तो है ही बात, we can never neglect that point. Lots of blessings we need, which is so, because the path is so tough, no? Every moment. Another reason for the need of blessings is quickly we have to get the result of moksha. How you can't delay it. Every delaying can give us the pain, misery, then it can derail us. जैसे खाना ताज़ा है तुरंत खाओ, लेट करते रहते वो जो फ्रेशनेस भी चला जाएगा, टेस्ट भी चला जाएगा और किसी का नज़र भी लगेगा उसमें. खाना बनते ही खा लेना चाहिए. भगवान को अर्पण कर दी, वी हैव टू ईट. So to sadhana, dhanadhan, it should happen, realize. That will happen when blessings are there. Therefore, blessings also you have to invoke. But intelligence. So दो गेम हो गए. तीसरा, चौथा, पांचवा एक ही कैटेगरी के हैं. That the war between two countries or two kings. Isn't it? The war, the strategies that are to be made, the plannings that have to be done. भयंकर युद्ध है ये, इंटरनल वार है. Spirituality is a terrible internal every moment war where we have to take initiative, we have to wage the war for our own success. Again, with all the weaponaries and strategies and all. We are all, we don't pay much attention, but therefore we don't know that Ukraine, कहाँ से उसको इतने आयुध मिल रहे हैं, weapons, and Russia for where it is making it. It's going on the war. Almost कितने दिन हो गए. युद्ध बिटवीन टू किंग्स. कितने मार गिर जाते हैं, कितने हाथ पैर टूट जाते हैं, कितना भय होता है. सेम इज आध्यात्मिकता. द नेगेटिव क्वालिटीज कीप ऑन अटैकिंग अस. गिराना कोशिश करते हैं हमको गिराने. वी हैव टू हैव इक्वली पावरफुल पॉजिटिव थिंग्स. द अज्ञान अटैक्स अस, वी हैव टू डिफीट विद द ज्ञानम. द delusion attacks us, we have to defeat it with our clarity. The Mahirmukhata attacks us, we have to defeat it with the most toughest thing, Antarmukhata. The negative values attack us, we have to have the sufficient positive values to defeat them. And the Shraddha attacks us. So we have to bring that Shraddha. क्लास को नहीं आने का होता है, अश्रद्धा कहते हैं उसको. Somehow you have to bring that Shraddha to defeat that Ashraddha. You do that every day. That's why you are able to come. The Rajas, Tamas keep attacking. We have to have sufficient power in our Sattva Guna. है ना? रजस्तमश्चाभिभूय सत्वं भवति भारत. रजसत्वं तमश्चैव तमसत्वं रजस्तथा. Where is the relaxation to a spiritual seeker? सावधानी हटी दुर्घटना घटी. He cannot be relaxed. He'll have to be alert in protecting oneself and defeating the enemy. That's why I said it's like yuddha. For that matter, every travel is yuddha only. That you have to protect yourself and drive a car. See that the other fellow doesn't give you dash. Like every sport only, that fellow will try to make you out. You have to hit a sixer. Or that fellow tries to put the ball in the goal. You have to defeat it and you have to put in the other fellow's goal. हॉकी, फुटबॉल, बास्केटबॉल. स्पिरिचुअलिटी को इस तरह हमको समझना है. ये स्पोर्ट है एंड युद्ध है दोनों. इट्स एन इटर्नल युद्ध. लाइक व्हाट? अगेन द फोर्थ एग्जांपल, इटर्नल युद्ध लाइक द देवासुर संग्राम. इट इज गोइंग ऑन इन द सेलेस्टियल वर्ल्ड. When there is no war, there is a preparation for the war, but war is on all the time. That's why you see devatas, when they get defeated, they go to Brahmadeva and get some powers or something. Then they again wage war and defeat. When the Rakshas lose, they go to Shukracharya, then he gives some vidya to them, some Shakti to them, some Upasana, they do it. Again, वो फिर ताकतवर होते हैं, then they come. We have seen in our Skanda Purana, Devasura Sangram. भयंकर है ना देवासुर संग्राम, कुरुक्षेत्र संग्राम. The recent also, the Kalinga war of Ashoka and all. The World War One, World War Two. The third World War is looming, which is inevitable. It will come, whatever the time it may take some time. Because of the materialism, because of the egos, because of the selfishness that's growing. Predicted है तीसरा युद्ध करके. प्रे करें कि वो टल जाए, लोगों को अकल आ जाए, लीडर्स को अकलमंद लोग लीडर बने. देवासुर युद्धम, बहुत प्रेमा प्रेमा. फोर्थ एग्जाम्पल है ना, द स्नेक लैडर गेम, द चेस बोर्ड गेम. इन जनरल एनी युद्ध, देन पर्टिकुलरली देवासुर युद्धम. रिमेंबर द साधना इज लाइक दैट. देवता लोग, भगवान नारायण, शिवा, they get the power and all. Rakshasas with their tapasya, but they have negativity in them. Inners also needs to continuously. Last but not the least example is that of what we have seen in Durga Saptashati. Sadhana is a samaram there. Yuddha. How no? Not one, not two. How many Rakshasas, The Shumbha Nishumba are the main ones. Then the Chandasura, the Mundasura, then the Mahishasura, then Raktabija, Raktaksha, then Bhandasura. Kitne sare ho? Who are they? Not anybody outside. Our own these Tamo Rajo Gunas. Then Devi Ma, how many rupas she takes, how many ayudas she uses. Oh, Bapre Bap. Read that portion of Devi Mahayuddha with the Rakshasas. Mind you, they are not happened in Kali Yuga, they were in Satya Yuga only. All these Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they are in not in Treta and Dwapara Kali, they are in Satya Yuga only. तो सत्य युग में भी दुष्ट राक्षस थे, भयंकर थे, शक्तिशाली थे. They were also troubling the world. They had to be defeated. So, देवी माँ का जो युद्ध है, सारे राक्षसों को परास्त करके to give back that kingdom to Indra Adi. An example for spiritual sadhana. Then not performing spiritual sadhana is defeated. That's, you have wasted the human life opportunity. wasted the opportunity to evolve. एक चीज याद रखना, जिंदगी में लड़ते रहना, तभी आगे हम बढ़ते रहते. That लड़ाई is never ever with any opponent outside person. The लड़ाई is with our own selves. The लड़ाई between our positive negative, isn't it? The destructive and the constructive. ये युद्ध जानबूझकर लगातार हमें लगे ही रहना है. Without fighting, getting defeated is worse than trying to fight and get it defeated. साधना एक समर है. It's a war. It's a युद्ध. Inner युद्ध. युद्ध within myself. Within my own self, with my higher intellect and lower mind. With my samsaric way of life, sadhana way of life. All that बहिर्मुख अंतर्मुख अज्ञान ज्ञान इनके बीच में युद्ध है. So the four things are the luck, which is right now not in our hands, but today's our attitudes, etc., can define the luck for tomorrow. So today's luck was depending on the past. You can't do anything now. Blessings also can be instantaneous, like in the case of Prahlada, or may take some time, like in the case of Draupadi ji. Take more time, much more, like in the case of गजेंद्र. गजेंद्र का तो 1000 साल उन्होंने लड़ा, हाथी और मगरमच्छ. 1000 years they fought, ऐसा लिखा रहता है पुराण में. Blessings only saved, but took time because he was little arrogant that he thought he himself can win the war. गजेंद्र तो इसलिए बहुत साल उन्होंने लड़ा लड़ा लड़ा, फिर समझ गया कि अब ताकत कम हो रहा है मेरा, मगरमच्छ कम बढ़ रहा है. देन ही कॉल्ड द नारायण. नारायण अखिल गुरु भगवान नमस्ते. Draupadi also tried. Then she understood her Shakti is not enough. Then she prayed and he came. Prahlad also. Prahlad always in bhakti. He did not even needed to pray also. भगवान खुद ही आ गए. तो our depth of bhakti के हिसाब से the quickness and intensity of devotion, blessings, divine protection होता है. Third one is intelligence. Intelligence is again a discipline है life में, and then vigorous study of Shastras. I to find the more we study Shastras under the guidance of Guru and ourselves independently, there is an umpteen chances for intellect to become intelligent. Sharper it becomes. Well informed also, and its ability of discriminations or the decision makings. Intelligent intellect will gather as an outcome of Shastra Adhyana, Shravanam and Adhyana. लगे ना चाहिए, लगे रहना चाहिए. So उसका जरूरत है. Then the last one is, which we generally neglect, conscious effort, continuous effort. Example is of Puja Gurudev. We can never imagine Gurudev relaxed doing nothing required for the samstha or the Sanatana Dharma. He is always effortful, even in his informal meetings with youngsters or anyone. He was sowing the seeds in their hearts. In a humorous manner, he is only conveying the messages. He was giving the guidances. He was empowering them. He was giving inspirations. We have seen it physically. देखा हमने. Effort. लगातार effort. Without effort, living 100 years is worse than while putting efforts, we die at the age of 50. Because 50 fruitful years we have lived because we worked. And what is the इतना लंबा? जीकर क्या फायदा जहां मेहनत नहीं लग रहा. फॉर साधना. साधना is again a मेहनत. Like a युद्ध is a मेहनत. Sadhana is a mehnat. And then there are a lot of त्याग, sacrifice you have to do. भोग का त्याग होता है. वो भी एक हिस्सा है मेहनत का. देन योग का प्रैक्टिस होता है, ये दूसरा हिस्सा है मेहनत का. द एफर्ट इज ऑफ गिविंग अप, effort is of doing. These four are there. And then when your attitude of that yuddha is there, and then ready. युद्ध क्या होता है ना, आर्य पार. Like when they go out of the house for युद्ध, आऊंगा जीतूंगा तो आऊंगा, नहीं तो बस समझ लो कि गए. युद्ध was, in the same way spirituality में भी continuous wage the war. युद्ध, take initiative, fight. No chance given to Kamjori. That's why Puja Gurudev loves the army and all. We serve as an army and all. The more challenges come, the more aggressive, active they become. No fears. But Yuddha mein, the opponent will fire the bullets and it will hit you and kill. I am already prepared for it. Nobody than this defense force can be the example with regard to readiness to even sacrificing the life for the goal of protecting the frontiers nation. इन अदर फील्ड्स दैट मच नहीं होता, वो गुंजाइश होता है, थोड़ा कोशिश होता है ना, 19-20 कमी पेशी. इन दिस नहीं होता हो. दे नो दैट डे when they go to war will come or not, don't know. And the more greater than them are their own family members who send them, because किस दिन क्या खबर सुनना है नहीं पता. Isn't it? When we are deployed, especially in the army, because not only the outer enemies of the other countries, but within also कोई भी natural calamities होंगे, army are the ones first to do it. Internal also there are so many shatrus, whatever. So the Shatranja, the Parapada Sopana Patam, the Yuddha between the Rajas, the Yuddha between Devatas, Devatasura, and Mother Yuddha. Luck, blessings, intelligence, and effort, and the spirit of war. Everything is war. For a government to develop the nation in all its aspects is a war. It's a war every time. That Prime Minister, the ministry cannot relax if they truly want to grow, develop. So, हमारे जिंदगी से एक तो भोग आदि छोड़ देना, सेकंड रिलैक्सेशन आदि छोड़ देना. राम काजु कीने बिनु मोहि कहा विश्राम. Such sentences should become an example, should become inspiration for us. लगे रहे युद्ध. Some or the other sadhana should go on happening, keeping that goal in mind and intensely praying and telling to ourselves that goal of Paramatma Anubhuti, I shall have, I must have, I will have, I'll work for it. Maintaining this thought also is yuddha. Because the other thought of the bhoga or nidra, they attack us and defeat us. तो फिर उतना डिले हो गया ना. याद रखना, एक दिन साधना नहीं किया, एक दिन डिले हो गया. एक साधना नहीं किया तो डिले हो गया. In that spirit of yuddha, getting inspirations with the full preparedness, let the spiritual journey be taken up. Spiritual war be waged for our own victory. प्रभु कृपा हम सब पे रहे निरंतर. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणदः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विजये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भव एव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भव शङ्करदेशिक मे शरणं। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां भक्तिज्ञानयोगवेदान्तादिप्रक्रियाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपराणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति विश्व एकता पूर्वाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ सम्बन्धभाष्यम्। सो यदा पश्यति च आत्मानं केवलं परमार्थतः, when we realize the pure Paramatma, the Paramartha, Kevalam exclusively, or Kevala Rupi Paramatma Darshana Anubhuti when it happens. You can imagine it with all these many examples, like when we are in jungle, all alone, मैं अकेला ही हूँ, isn't it? But वहाँ भी दूसरे पेड़ वेड़ है. So उससे better example है, like we are in the deep oceanic waters, inside, all alone, we only are there, nothing else. Water alone is there around us. But aquatics are there. Another example, space में हम गए मानो somehow. Only I am there, that's it. The two people who are sent into space, by NASA, one is Indian there. That lady is so excited. आप डिले के बाद डिले किए जा रहे हैं एंट्री इनटू द अर्थ ऑर्बिट बिकॉज ऑफ सम और द अदर स्नैक्स. अगस्त 15 तक हमारे पास फ्यूल है, उनके पास नथिंग टू वरी दे से, एंड गुड एक्सपेरिमेंट्स आर गोइंग ऑन, बट वी शुड प्रे फॉर देम टू लैंड सेफली. नॉट लाइक कल्पना चावला एंड ऑल, है ना, दैट सुनीता विलियम्स, शी हैज गॉन, समबडी ISS में वहाँ घूम रहे, वहाँ इंटरनेशनल एंड इन स्पेस स्टेशन, something called ISS. So when we go into the space, how it looks like I am all alone. In the same way, Atmanumurti, I alone am. Like our own Sharira. I alone am with all the multiplicity of the organs. Is there any feeling that कि इन द राइट हैंड में पड़ोसी है, लेफ्ट लेग में ससुर जी है, और राइट लेग में दामाद है? डू यू फील लाइक दैट इन एनी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी? On the head there is a boss seated. In the shoulders our subordinates are seated. कभी ऐसा feeling हुआ to all our body में? Did you ever feel कि इधर कोई शत्रु बैठा है? Rather the business partner. Who is there in every part of the body? A good question. You know, from the tip of the head to the toe of the leg. है ना? कौन permeated है? ध्यान से देख लेना बात. Good example it is. Everywhere it is me, 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 me. A Atma Jnani also is in that experience. For him, please remember, there is nothing anatma. Star, yeah, me. Like right hand, yeah, me. Left leg, me. Stomach, me. Back, me. Head, me. So too, the moon, me. Sun, me. Ocean, मैं हूँ. Sarvam ahameva asmi. That experience. When we get it, that's what he says. Yada pashyati ja atmanam kevalam paramarthatah. याद रखना यहाँ एक पॉइंट थोड़ा हेल्प करेगा which you have seen 1,000 times but still once more. The Jagat's manifestation and unmanifestation are not issues. The issue is realizing the self. When the self is realized, both manifestation and unmanifestation have no meaning. Like when you know the water appearing as wave and disappearing as wave, disappearing to what has no consequence. You know the gold. It is in the form of ornament or not, or this ornament or that ornament. Doesn't matter as long as the gold is realized. So too for an Atma Jnani, the Prapancha Utthana, Prapancha Laya are of zero consequence or equal. No, मैं हूँ दोनों में. I only am expressing as world. The whole world expressed is dissolving in me only. I alone am there. So yada pashyati atmanam kevalam paramarthatah, that time only maya matram idam daitam tada bhavati nirvrutaha. This entire Dvaita Jagat, which is projected out of only Maya, Nirvrutaha, it dissolves, it goes away, it gets withdrawn, the projection gets withdrawn. Like we are just who is coming, doubt. Then, because of the distance, we imagine ki ye aa raha ho. As that person is coming nearer and you are apprehending him, what is he, who is he? To that extent, is not the doubt in our mind कि हमने जो imagine किया, that slowly dwindles away, goes away. In the same way, when the self is apprehended, which is one without second, the avidya ya maya janita, entire dvaita, nirvrutaha, it just goes away. Beautiful sentence it is. Maya matramidam dvaitam tadar bhavati nirvrutaha. Idam maya matram dvaitam nirvrutaha bhavati. And all samsara is only in dvaita. And you need dvaita to have samsara. इन अद्वैता मांगने के ऊपर भी संसार नहीं होता, क्योंकि दूसरा है ही नहीं उसमें संसार का निर्माण के लिए. निर्वृतः भवति इदं द्वैतं माया मात्रम. देन व्हाट? तस्मात् therefore विज्ञानम एव अस्ति. What's there is pure consciousness only. न प्रपंचः न संस्कृति. न रहेगा बांस, न बजेगी बांसुरी. न प्रपंचः बांस, न संस्कृति, नो बांसुरी. Isn't it? No bacteria or fungus or virus, no infection and consequent pains. शरीर में जब अच्छा दवाई लेते हैं या खाना खाते हैं या इम्यूनिटी है तो. In the same way, discovered the self, no prapancha, no samsara. प्रपंच is अज्ञानवश से मन के द्वारा प्रोजेक्टेड है. That mana, backed by that maya, has such a power that it can make the things appear and make it to be felt as real. That's when they give the examples of the magician. It's mind blowing to see the magicians magic. In those talent shows you see more in western Indian वाले इतना ज़्यादा नहीं दिखाते. ये जादू वाले एक आध होते हैं, not much. But the western जो shows होते हैं ना, talent shows, उसमें you can see the girls, the boys, youngsters, the old people also, they show the magic. You know, the child gone inside and then डब्बा खोल दिया तो नहीं, और कहीं प्रकट हो गया. Oh, yesterday only I saw that magic in something. Appearing so real as if, isn't it? In the same way, it's a magic of the mind, magic band or band of Maya, that never ever existing snake is seen on the rope, never ever existing. Prapancha is being so powerfully projected that the substratum is totally forgotten. Powerfully projected snake making us forget the rope. देखो जब भी हम एग्जाम्पल कहते हैं, आई टॉक्ड अबाउट इट 20 days back. We are listening from the Guru that on the rope the snake is projected because the truth has to be indicated to us. But actual सीन में क्या होता है ना, द बंदा सांप को ही देखता है, वो सांप भी मानता है और डरता ही है वो. Not even iota of thought that it can be something other than the snake never comes to him. That's the utter samsara level. That the seen prapancha alone is real. It is maybe a projection. There can be a substratum. Thought ही नहीं आता. The whole world are like that only. You and I also, whenever we have forgotten the pursuit of Paramatma Tattva or not doing it, at that time we are in the vision of the snake alone as real. अपनी ही बात हो रही है. Somebody who has seen rope as rope, he tells भैया ये rope है snake. But उसको इतना टाइम लगता है even to accept that thought. He said नहीं 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 नहीं, it's snake only. And I know, he says. So every arrogant, egoistic fellow in his own wrong knowledge, no, there's nothing called as Brahman. The Jagat alone is real. See, I can see it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can touch it, I can hold it. अब देखो ये अपने प्रमाणों को लेकर जगत को सत्य मानता है. Please remember, Shruti alone is pramana for the Advaita Brahma Sthapana, Brahmadvitiye, Shrutaya Pramana, not our own upadhis. उपाधियों को प्रमाण के रूप में लेकर जगत को सत्य मानकर जी तो रहे ना. एनीवे, to cancel out all this only is the study of Shastra, which alone is the pramana for the Brahma Tattva. And basing on that pramana, Guru Upadesha, it's called Aptavakya. Shabda pramana, Aptavakya, both are same. See that whole world. एंड इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट क्या है ना, इतना प्रोजेक्टेड वर्ल्ड में महामाया कहते हैं इसको. अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांडास केम इन द पास्ट, present they are there, future they are going to come. Now you are studying this most mystical topic in Yogavasta Maharamayana. When Ramji asked the question, how come Shukadeva is Videha Mukta and not his father Vyasaji? We have seen yesterday, now we started discussing the topic. He started mystically, Vasishthaji started saying, Rama was so sharp and very quick to catch what Guru Maharaj is mentioning. 3 shlokas he answers. First shloka about the past. Uncountable Brahmandas have come in the ocean of consciousness. In the present also are there, nobody can count. Future में भी होते हैं. Rama could catch it. Then Rama intelligently says, past future कहानी के लिए बढ़िया होता है, present की बात कहो. Present is, you tell about this present Vyasa. Then he says, there are 32 Vyasas there. He is the 32nd one, or so many is 32nd one. Before the 12 were like this. And this one also, he will further also take many Janmas. And then he will do the Mahabharata Rachana. He will do the Brahma Sutra Adi Rachana, Veda Vibhajana. Then he will become Videha. Vasishtha said, it looks as if that कि बस काम हो गया, मैं खा के सो रहा हूँ. No, no, no. Even that stands or runs for thousands of years. For example, Vyas ji ne, as said in the Treta Yuga, has done the Veda Vijana, has done the, what do you call, प्रचार of the Vedas, ब्रह्म सूत्र हो गया उनका. बट और भी विधेय मुक्त नहीं है वो, ही अभी घूम रहे. Still he is there, taken up the project of evolving millions of jivas. And Vyasaji doesn't belong to our constellation of the stars or the place. He is borrowed from some other place. The Vyasas, the Dattatreya भगवान दूसरे दुनिया से आए हो हमारे उद्धार के लिए. They are there. They are all mystical things. But the beauty is what? Having explained this way, understand everything again in Maya only. In absolute Brahman, it is not there. That's what Vasishti says. In spite of all that, and the idea is what? Every of the he says thousands of Valmikis, thousands of Vasishtas, thousands of times you and I will meet and we'll talk like this again and again, he says. But in that effort, any of the individual who seeks to come out of this play of the Maya and establishing the truth for him, the Tattva Jnana, which I am going to give you. So tasmad vijnanameva asti na prapancho na samsruti. There is no prapancha, there is no samsara. Prapancha है नहीं तो संसार कहाँ से हुआ? Only consciousness. Therefore, you want to avoid samsara, you have to reject prapancha. If you want to reject prapancha, the adhisthana parabrahma we have to discover. Then get out of the maya which was projecting the prapancha on Paramatma and deluding us. माया सृष्टि बनाकर हमारे बुद्धि को मोहित करती है. बस सृष्टि जाकर फरज संसार बन गया, अब भटकते रहो. Don't miss evening class, huh? Highly mystical discussions, very rare, which are not there in other places. That will be discussed. पूरा बढ़िया सा सब्जेक्ट. नाउ एवं श्रुत्यादिना नामादि कारण उपन्यास मुखेन स्वरूपेण च बाधितत्वात् प्रपंचस्य मिथ्यात्वम् अवगम्यते. So Brahma Sarupa is explained. When everything in the world is Nama Rupa, it has a substratum, that is Parabrahma, that is explained. On the Parabrahma, the substratum, anything projected can never be real, but it is projected. So which is not real, but projected is called as Mithya. That is why, like the chair is not real, wood is real, but on the wood, the chair is projected. It is Mithya, but it has a utility value. Vyavahara Upayogita hai. Perhaps the Vyavahara Upayogita of the chair is more than that of the wood. Because you can sit on the chair, but not on the wood. But from the substratum standpoint, that which is not there in the chair, the conditional expression, that it can be only the chair, cannot be other. That possibilities are more in the wood because it can be table also, it can be stool also, it can be window also, it can be door also, it can be chakla belan also. The wood. The substratum has infinite ways to express with his Maya Shakti. Therefore, Bhadi Tattvat, because of two reasons, from the substratum standpoint and also as a substratum for the Namarupa standpoint, when it is proved, therefore, Prapanchasya Mithyatvam Avagamyate. This is how the Prapancha can be seen but need not be real. It's not real. It is only Mithya. Then Astuladi Lakshanasya Brahmanaha Tadvari Viparita Stula Akaraha Mithya Bhavid Marmati. This is the very crux, crucial sloka. Like formless, nameless gold, seen in the form of ornaments and called as that particular name, the earring or bangle, etc. It is Mithya. Again, told, देखो अस्थूलादि लक्षणस्य ब्रह्मणः, that Brahman who is Lakshana is Astulam, Ananu, Adirgam, Ajas, Ahraswam, Ajam, Anidram, Swapnam, है ना, अजम अनिद्रम स्वप्नम अद्वैतम, है ना. We have seen that in our Mandukya Upanishad. अनादिमायया सुप्तः यदा जीवो प्रबुध्यते अजम अनिद्रम स्वप्नम अद्वैतम बुध्यते तदा. We have seen that first one only. Agama Prakaraname. So here also, Asthuladi Lakshanasya Brahmanaha Tad Viparita, opposite to that, Sthula Akaraha, Stuladi Akaraha, Mithya Bhavitum Arhati. That is only Mithya. It's only appearance. Three things याद रखना. Brahman alone is real, Brahman alone is real, Brahman alone is real. Brahman alone is real, Brahman alone is real. Second, on that projected world is mithya, on that projected world is mithya, on that projected world is mithya. Third, I need not get entangled to be a samsari jiva to suffer. I need not entangled to be a samsari jiva to suffer in this world. These three have to be strongly held. Then the opposite positive white is what? Realize the Brahman, the Atman, then let the projected Jagat is no more there troubling us. Actualization कहते हैं इसको. Brahman alone is real, projected world is mithya. I need not be a samsari in this world by entangling in it. Everything other than being in the self is entanglement by choice. Therefore, being in the self alone is the liberation, again by choice. Choose it. You have the freedom. Right now, I can say I am Brahman. Nothing is real, but conduct as required. Or postpone it to 10 million lives. 1 crore. अपना मर्जी है. ओके. यथा एकस्य चंद्रमः तद विपरीत द्वितीय आकारः तद्वत्. One only is the moon. But because of the defect in the eye, we appear to see the second moon. At no period of time, the second moon is there. But in the drushti dosha, because of which second moon is seen. When the drushti is made well by the eye operation, something, ophthalmological surgery, I think it's called ophthalmology. Anka Sambandhi. Then only one Chandrama is seen. Where is the other one? Kabhi tha hi nahi wo. So where is the whole world? Kabhi tha hi nahi. But because of the defect in our intellectual understanding and spiritual vision, that the world is seen and real. पर बात होता तो जानते हैं है ही नहीं है. मिथ्या है, दिख रहा है बस. मिथ्या का अर्थ क्या है? हकीकत में नहीं है लेकिन दिख रहा है. Because of the Bhranti. Bhranti is because of seeing through Upadhis. In the Upadhi, Vasana also you have to add. Vasanas, intellect, Indriyas. When these are the Upadhis with which we try to see, what we see is world. It's nothing but projected. Otherwise, कौन है? साक्षात एकमात्र परब्रह्म ही है. Now these things we have to work out for years, lives together to realize it. Because ज्ञान दृढ़ होना है, उसका अभ्यास होना है, the opposite account पूरा settle करना है. Any of the आध्यात्मिक like yoga asanas I told you, it's not that yoga asana का class आपने पहले दिन attend कर ली, then therefore next day only you become a Baba, yoga Baba and become very fit in the body. No, it is a 6, 7, 8 months every day we do, तब जा करके पकड़ मिलेगा हमको आसनों में थोड़ा सा. Then throughout life it has to be continued. In between कुछ गड़बड़ कर दी धनुरासन के टाइम और इधर उधर हड्डी हिल गया तो फिर जिंदगी भर करोगी नहीं. There are so many people. They do the weight lifting, back catch हो जाती है, जिंदगी भर no weight, पापड़ भी नहीं उठाएगा वो. Swimming or any driving or any, when we are amateur, we have to become professional, then only mastery. Now, spirituality also, we just know gathering information. वही टिकता ही नहीं हमको. That has to be gathered, it has to be held on to. We have to work upon it intellectually and get all convictions and start taking initiative to do the sadhana, sustain in that sadhana, But so many lives, no result, no ray of hope is seen. On the other hand, the temptation, the obstacles, then only they increase. वो सब negotiate करके ही हमको साधना होता है. Just like that नहीं होता. We have to be prepared for it. तो यथा एकस्य चंद्रमसः तद विपरीत द्वितीय आकारः तद्वत्. तद विपरीत द्वितीय आकार, वो है ही नहीं, दूसरा वाला चंद्रमा दिख रहा था. In the same way, for an ajnana drishta person, the Jagat with all its multiplicity is real. For a Jnani, Brahman alone is real, the whole Jagat is mithya. Now the Brahma Sutra, Tatacha Sutrakaraha, Nastanatahapi Parasya उभयलिंगम सर्वत्र हि इति स्वरूपतः उपादितश्च विरुद्धरूपद्वया असंभवात् निर्विशेषमेव ब्रह्म इति उपपद्यते न भेदात् इति भेदश्रुति बलात् किम इति सविशेषमपि ब्रह्म न अप्युपगम्यते इति आशंक्य न प्रत्येकम् अतद्वचनात् इति उपाधि भेदस्य श्रुत्या एव बाधितत्वात् अभेदश्रुतिबलात् सविशेषस्य ग्रहण अयोगात् निर्विशेषमेव उत्पाद्यते एव इति उपपाद्यः. अपि च एवमेव एका इति भेदनिन्दापूर्वकम् अभेदमेव एक शाकिनः समामनन्ति. So the very sublime things with our mind fresh alert, we will see what is said tomorrow. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. ओम 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 Om, 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 Om. Thank you. Come in 5 minutes.